Welcome everyone to the Moisky News for May the 29th, 2020. Before we start, there's a political recap stream here tonight, 9:30pm GMT. Today I would like to talk about the Barnier Bill. The Barnier Bill? Let's go back a little actually before I get into what that actually is. Michel Barnier, the EU's chief negotiator, has written to leaders of all the opposition parties in the UK, which would be the SNP, Liberal Democrats, Plaid Cymru, SDLP, Green Party and Alliance Party, to indicate that the European Union is open to the idea of an extension. This is the letter, by the way. Notice how he recognises their letter, and wanting to hear the views on British and political parties, stakeholders included, to appreciate all dimensions of the national debate. He also concedes that an agreement for 2 years can be agreed jointly by the parties, and that the European Union is open to this matter, but a decision has to be taken by the Joint Committee before the 1st of July, and that the EU will continue to do its utmost to reach an ambitious and balanced partnership agreement with the UK, in accordance with the government of the UK's political declaration in October of 2019. Big shocker, the Remoaners and Remainers and Rejoiners are back in full force. And I have to say, the fact you've done this is hilarious. It's almost predictable, to be brutally honest. You can all credit Ed Davey, who's the second name signed underneath that letter there. Yes, we'll get to him in a moment though. So Barnier's open to the idea of a 2-year extension. Boris Johnson, much like David Frost, the UK's chief negotiator, have been very clear and will not be seeking an extension. Although I will admit I'm a tad curious why the EU, if they're so open to the idea of an extension, hasn't asked us if we would give them an extension. On the UK Parliament website, a bill was posted. This bill is an attempt to push through an extension, and it says a bill to require Her Majesty's government to seek a 2-year extension to the implementation period under Article 132 of the Withdrawal Agreement, to repeal the prohibition on agreeing to such an extension under Section 33 of the European Union Act 2000 and for connected purposes. For this particular bill, the next stage is a second reading. That will be taking place on the 12th of June. Brexit Party's Martin Daubney, who served as an MEP last year, tweeted out that he'd been contacted by a Tory MP who was furious that the acting Liberal Democrat leader, Ed Davey, was trying to push through the bill. The bill in question is more commonly known as a private member's bill, which under any circumstance when opposition present a private member's bill, considering any majority held by the government, if the party is in some unison, will be notoriously hard to pass, because oppositions aren't going to get this through even if they get everyone in the chamber on their side of the aisle to back it. This particular private member's bill was written and forged in the fires of Mordor by Ed Davey. Obviously, this bill is going to fall flat, but it is posturing, and it could gain support if there are any of the Conservatives who might want to rebel a little and risk being expelled, because I believe that was threatened last time. But I do not believe the Conservatives will blink first. I do believe that this will fall flat. Under the current agreement with the EU, the United Kingdom has to request an extension if they want an extension by the 1st of July, something which I hope we don't ask for. Just to give this some perspective, and to further prove the point that this is unlikely to go through, for this bill to get a majority in Parliament, it would have to obviously be selected by the Speaker anyway, which is also semi-unlikely, but it would also require 326 MPs, which is further proof it will never happen because the Conservatives hold an 80-seat majority. You'd need a lot of those on your side. Interestingly, there hasn't been much in the way of media coverage when it comes to this particular bill, because they are all obsessed with Dominic Cummings. Not even a joke. They are only interested in him, which has led many to believe that this Cumgate is nothing more than a shroud so that this kind of bill could get through, but it won't get through, because MPs still have to vote on it. Therefore, while they're busy focusing on the politics, They are not going to be paying attention to the mainstream media obsession with Cumgate. Seriously, they're obsessed, and it's pathetic. Move on, please. Ah, dear Lord. Anyway, with this, I'm very much interested to know what you think. Do you think this bill will go anywhere? I personally think it will stop soon. It's just another way for the rejoiners, Remoaners, Remainers, whatever you want to call them, to continue to obsess over something no one cares about anymore. So please do let me know what you think about all of this in the comments down below. If I don't see you tonight for a political recap stream, I hope you all have a fantastic Friday and subsequent weekend.